Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As you can see, we're in none other than New York City at the moment. So we're enjoying ourselves. You know what? Let's go to Vancouver. Let's go to the moon. Let's go somewhere else.
I'm in Delaware.
I'm in Delaware.
Hi.
Actually, now that we have a studio, we actually have a green screen set up, which means we can actually do crazy shit like this. We're in the video game now. We're here to talk about Islands of Nyne, which came out a few days ago in early access. It's been out for like a year before then. We've never played it before.
Yep.
We played it the last few days on stream, because now we're streaming as well. Shout
Check
out.
it out, guys, on the Twitch. Laymen Gaming and Skill Up, by the way.
I hear gunfire though. Keep moving in. Take this area. Don't let them take it first. Oh, extra capacity slot.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm down.
Mission failed.
I'm in here. Okay, he's around the corner. Okay, I'm dead. He must have had armor because I really put a lot of bullets into him. You got him? Nice. Okay, I can spectate you. Put a bullet in his head. Look at him.
Hey, buddy. Look, he gave me a finger.
His mate has got to be around here though. He's gonna come kill you in a second.
I just want to like play with him, dude. Yeah, see my ass. There you go. Yeah.
You're just gonna get killed any second now by his mate.
I'm not letting you leave the game yet, pal. Screw you. Is that a moving? Fuck you, you know? Fuck you.
We wanted to tell you what we thought about the newest Battle Royale game, because it's an up-and-coming genre, and we need more Battle Royale games
There's
in the
just
world.
not enough. So guys, you know, Battle Royale, it's everywhere, let's face it. If there's a game coming out, there's a Battle Royale coming out too that's connected to it. It could be
Overwatch Battle Royale?
It's gonna happen probably, and then there's Red Dead probably, and then there's gonna be Modern Warfare. But this one,
Street Fighter Battle Royale?
probably, that'd be sick actually.
Civilization, but actually Civilization kind of is a Battle Royale.
Fortnite
already.
Battle Royale, that'd be pretty cool. They should
Actually,
do that.
I'd play that.
But this game is very, yeah, I can feel like it's a bit of a PUBG. It's a kind of new age PUBG. It's a whole
PUBG.
It's a
like,
new.
it's like it's got chakra and like
Yeah.
it's like drink special herbal teas.
Yes, it does
and
yoga every
does
day,
yoga.
everybody.
So the actual background to this is it's a obviously a battle royale game. It's right now it's exclusive to Steam. It's not on consoles. It's been in development for a little while now. It's 50 players max, as opposed to the normal like you must have 100 players to be considered a battle royale game. That's actually an interesting, because that's so interesting because it has lots of flow on impact. The number one thing that I think really sets this game apart versus PUBG is that it goes a lot faster. Because it's 50 players,
Exactly right.
things move a lot quicker. The mid-game that people complain about in PUBG is a lot shorter. PUBG very often is like just sitting in a house, just being like,
That's the problem I see. Yeah, like I think when you're making a game like this, you have to understand that the circle that that people start in, and how fast it starts traveling in really changes the game. It can really change the intensity, and this game does that really well with 50 players and a faster kind of circle coming in more and more. It's fundamentally faster, I feel, and there's less time sitting in a little house looking out a window. Although I did do that a little bit on the stream.
and I was like, stop doing that. People hate when they do that. You're a shitty streamer.
That's true. But the problem with PUBG is there's so many times that you're just sitting in a house for literally 40 minutes waiting for people. Do something! You don't really get to do that as much in that game.
There's a lot of other things that make this game go a lot faster as well. So there are less guns, there are less pickups.
Yep.
So for example, with PUBG, there are like 3 different types of backpacks. With this one, there's just like one item which expands your inventory.
Armor, like one thing of armor.
You can only carry 2 weapons unless you get this expansion thing, which is you can carry a 3rd weapon.
Yep.
There's way fewer attachments, and the way you attach them is way faster.
Yep.
There's only like 1 type of grenade as opposed to like 8 types of grenades in PUBG. Things just move a lot faster because you spend less time in your inventory.
Not to mention, there is one very cool thing that makes the game a lot faster. Instead of having to wait for a parachute, you just fully Marvel superhero smack down.
You do.
The whole thing is as fast as if you're free falling from the top.
Yeah. How many do we have left?
Going rough with next to people. Holy shit!
Okay, one down.
Yeah, this one he's running.
2 down.
And that's really fun, I think. And that's
like
really
that.
important, because one thing that really slows the game down at the beginning, of course, is waiting freaking 20
But I actually love the
seconds.
PUBG thing where everyone's like
Looking at each other like, oh, where are you landing? But I think that this adds more to it. It's trying to become its own slightly, you know, its own game. But as I said, it's very PUBG-esque in my opinion.
It is.
It still feels very like, you know, realistic in terms of the gunplay and the actual color palette itself.
I think that's a big point as well. Like PUBG looks like this washed out, like post-apocalyptic, boring-ass, dreary game with no color in it, right? Fortnite is obviously the other end of the spectrum, where it's colorful and cartoony. It's like, it's for kids. This is very much like, hey, we want to be realistic in terms of how we look and feel, and or you know the guns and the styling, but we want it to pop visually. And if you look at it, it's got some bright color to it. The waters are really blue. The grass is really green. The whole thing just pops with a lot more visual presence.
Yeah, I think it's important though to say that it is still realistic in its color palette. You know, like it's
sort of. I mean, some of the waters there, unless you're on like the ultimate like
but it's not like
atoll. It's some beautiful resort in Thailand.
Yeah.
You're not seeing waters that blue.
Okay,
man.
fine, but it's not like, you know, it's not like Wind Waker kind of color palette like Fortnite. It's still trying to go down the avenue of realistic.
Totally.
But one thing I said on stream, and I was like, you know, with a battle royale game, a lot of the time is spent in nature. So how you present aesthetically with that nature is really important, I think.
Yeah.
And Fortnite does that so well. It's very nice to look at. It's very pleasing to the eye. PUBG didn't have that, I feel like. It was a lot more of a dead kind of grassy look. And it can kind of, after hours of playing it, doesn't look as pleasing, where this looks really nice, I find.
The thing about this game is that it's actually not free to play, okay? It costs about $25 right now in early access. Now, the trade-off for that is that all of the in-game customizations are earnable. There is no cash shop. There's no loot boxes. Everything that you want, you earn. And I kind of like that so far. And I hope they stick to that because that's a great thing, firstly, but I do worry about the future of this game if it is not going to go free to play. The Battle Royale genre is almost like default free to play right now, and I feel like this is a very quality title that's got some great things going for it, but I don't feel like I would recommend it to you at $25. I really do not think I could put my hand on heart. Like, there's no vehicles, for example. There's one map. You know, it just feels like...
No, there's a couple of maps.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. There's one that you like. Yeah, I'm sure that there is, man.
I'm pretty sure there's one map.
I'm pretty sure there's not.
All right, we're gonna.
In terms of different areas that you start, and then it's a circle, and you don't get to explore the whole map in total. That gives you the idea that there's different maps.
We're going to Google this, and
we're going to Google this.
Then there's going to be an answer flashing up the screen. Who was right? But either way, $25 for this, I can't say yes, you should buy this yet. I can say that I'm really enjoying it. Like, I actually am really loving this game, well more than I think I should, to be honest. And I think the number one thing is the gunplay just feels so tight. You know, the weapons aren't particularly unique, but they handle beautifully. It's nice and fast, whatever. But I'm just having a lot of fun with it. But I can't say yet, yes, absolutely lay down $25. I think it's too early to say.
I think, you know, in a genre like Battle Royale, where of course it's dominated by Fortnite and PUBG. PUBG, of course, maybe set the stage for Battle Royales in terms of a massive sense, but Fortnite set the tone of like, if you want to enter this, you have to now be free to play.
I think so.
In my opinion.
Like MOBAs as well are the same thing.
Exactly right. Like if you want entry to this, you need to make sure that you're free to play, easily accessible, and it needs to be easily digestible to the consumer of like, okay, I'll just download this because it's free and then hook people that way. You're not going to hook people paying $20 for an unknown IP. The only IP that I think could do that is like Modern Warfare or Red Dead. You pay for that shit and you get a Battle Royale because it's tried and tested IP.
I think that if this game went free to play across all three platforms at once, it would fucking kill it. Because it's a solid game that's really fun and really enjoyable. But I think the fact that people have to pay for it right now is a bit of a stopgap. Maybe they're doing that on purpose because they don't want a huge flood of people. They want to slow it down, they want people to pay, and then like they want to test it, make it really great, and then just flood the audience by going free to play.
They could have easily done that with a closed beta.
It has actually been in closed alpha for a long time now, so I don't know. But
it's
either
like
way,
PUBG's still beta, isn't it, or some shit? Or it's like officially launched now.
Mate. I know it is launched.
It is launched. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying.
But regardless, as I said, I've had a lot of fun with it. I definitely plan to continue playing it. I'm probably going to do another video on it on Skill Up as well, just sort of really breaking down a lot more detail what we've talked about. But overall, it's solid. And if you like the Battle Royale genre and you've got $25 to spare, I think it's a pretty good game.
Totally.
I honestly believe that. But if you don't have $25 spare or you're at all cautious, I think hold off for now.
As someone that doesn't actually play a huge amount of Battle Royales, it's also easily accessible in terms of you just jump on. It's really easy just to like get into it.
Totally.
And
20 minutes in, out.
Yeah, it's very fast, as I said.
20 minutes for Sam.
No, that's a long time for me, bro, trust me.
That's like 10 times.
That's like, jeez, let's do it 20 times.
2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
It's just a very easy game to jump in, jump out. I think it's very well accomplished in what it's trying to do. I hope it does well. I really do. But I really think it's a case of they need to kind of like look at their marketing campaign and go, we need to go free to play. If they do, and they go to all consoles and PC, they might have a good shot, people.
Correct. Anyway, that's our impressions. We're actually going to be streaming this like right now.
Yes.
So as soon as this video goes live, we're going to be live on Twitch playing this game.
Link in the description and pinned comment next to the merch, people.
And
Get
you
that merch.
can watch either Skill Up or you can watch the Laymen channel.
Let's face it.
Which one do you want? Which one do you want to support?
Do you really want to look at this
like
loser?
You must choose Sophie's choice.
Yeah, you must choose the better one. No, you guys choose whoever you want to do, but let's face it, Laymen is better. But thank you guys all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Oh, we're going to go to Hawaii.
Uh-oh.